Hi everyone, my name is Jan. I am a social worker with Memory Care Home Solutions, and today I'm going to talk with you about how we can communicate more effectively with the person we are caring for. So many times when we're working with someone who has Alzheimer's disease or dementia, it's really hard to remember that we're dealing with a disease and not the person who once was. And although they're going to have moments of clarity and lucidity, in those moments where we're finding it hard, typically those are more dementia behaviors. And so when we are working with a dementia-related behavior that we can't change, we have to look at how do we adjust our approach, the task, or the environment. So let's give an example. The first thing that comes to mind is medication. And so for someone to take their medication, it's been a pretty individual task for them. And so if you're going over to mom or dad's house, or you're talking to your husband or your wife, to ask them, have you taken your medication? They're most likely going to respond with yes, because it has been something they've done for many years, whether they really did it or not. And so what we find a lot of times is days are getting skipped, or medication's not getting refilled, and although they're saying yes, we take it, once we do a little bit more investigating, we find that they're not. So if we're looking at how do we change our approach, or how do we change our communication, instead of asking, Dad, did you take your medication? We maybe start writing a post-it note that says, Dad, take meds. And so instead of Dad having to pull the information out of his brain to take his medication, he's now being visually cued by the post-it note. And a way to adjust the task is, although Dad may have used pill bottles his whole life and taken the pills out of each pill bottle every morning, we can't always be sure that that's accurate, or that we're taking the pills out of the right bottle, or we haven't taken two out of the same one. And so to change the task, instead of Dad having to take them out of the pill bottle, we can put them in a pill planner. And so we've taken away the stress or anxiety of having to remember which pills to take, and he just has to take them out of the correct time of the day. And finally, to change the environment, although Dad may have kept his pills above the sink, the cabinet above the sink for many years, if the doors close, it's probably out of sight. And so out of sight is out of mind. So what we might need to do then is bring the pill planner that you filled and put it on the kitchen table or next to the coffee pot. This way, that again is giving Dad a visual reminder that he needs to take the medication. When we're also working with someone who has memory and thinking changes, their ability to use logic and reason and rationalization becomes impaired.